Right guys, hope you're all well. Tonight we are training legs. So, what I like to do while I'm doing legs is train out with multiple sets. So I started off on 60 as a warm-up weight. Did 3 sets of 3 on 60 just to get everything nice and loose, nice and warm. And then we go up to 89. So again, you've got 20, 20, 2 tens. Again, do a set of 3 on that just to see how it feels, not to 100, 120, I'll probably go for a top set of 140 and then do a multiple sets on 140. So, we'll go from there. Again, it shouldn't, while you're warming up, nothing should feel heavy. Everything should feel pretty easy as a movement, okay? There'll be nothing that's taxing, too hard, anything like that. It's just a nice, easy movements again, just to get everything warm. And as you go on, I'd recommend for your own kind of references, make note of what you're doing. Again, we've warmed up through the movement, got the glutes nice and warm. Getting the hamstrings warm, because when you are squatting down, you're coming down like that, so it's nice deep movements, okay? The workout itself isn't going to be a killer. We are coming back after having a break, having an eating week, now starting to push stuff, getting the volume up and stuff, so that's where we're going to go. But again, when you feel like you've rested, recovered, whatever you want to call it, you can then start again. Okay, there's no point rushing your warm-ups. Get yourself set. And just go through the motion. Again, there is nothing that needs to be rushed when you are doing your sets, okay? Me personally, I am a big believer in using chalks as we train, okay? I think that one of the things that kind of catch people out is losing grip, okay? I'll also, depends how heavy you go, you might want to incorporate using belts to help brace, but I would recommend trying to get your core nice and strong before you start implementing stuff like that. That's when you're at your real heavy weights. Obviously heavy weights are relevant to what you want to do, okay? Other good things you can use, some people get quite a lot of elbow pain, so elbow sleeves and knee sleeves. Great little bit, so come back into the warm up again. While you're warming up, there is no real point in taking stupid long breaks, in my opinion. Again, I think you're wasting a lot of time, and yeah, it is what it is. Again, warm ups shouldn't be heavy. Your movement as you train should be identical to whatever it was. So you'll take your tens off, right? Okay. And go up to your 20s. So now you're moving 100 kilos. There is methods in small jumps on your warm-ups. Okay, one of them being it's not too taxing. Go in later on your warm-ups. few of the issues that I find when people are doing these warm-ups and stuff, they will warm up with weights they can't really handle at the start, and as they get into it, they're already knackered. There's no point knackering yourself out while you're warming up, especially if you're not doing heavy singles, you're just doing triples or fours or fives, something like that. It's pointless knackering yourself out for it, in my opinion. So again, this might be, depending on what weight you get up to, this might be when you decide for yourself that using wrist straps are going to help keep stuff tight in you, okay? As you go along your training, like for your warm-ups and stuff, you'll start learning cues and stuff like that as you start moving more and more weight, okay? So like, I've got to 100 now, so that's 220 kilo plates. Again, I'm not a big, massive powerlifter, I'm just like training. As I go up to this now, I know 100 kilos can affect my wrists, so put wrist straps on, okay? Now we will start dropping it. Instead of doing 3 sets of 3, we'll go for 2 sets of 3, okay? And we'll work through as we go. The idea is that we are not wanting to kill ourselves when we get to the heavy weights, okay? But again, this as a warm-up weight shouldn't be killing you. If it starts getting heavy, you're getting close to your working weights, okay? Again, feel heavy. So, drop down, brace yourself. When you brace them, a few little cues for you to take. I like to hold my breath, so I'll go. Hold your core nice and tight as you come down. Straight movement. Leaning, you lean like that, you're pushing like that. It's not the best. If you go like this, you're pushing straight up. It's more beneficial. If you struggle with the weight, okay, a lot of people struggle because they look down like that. Bring your head up, look forwards. If you struggle with that, look up. If you're struggling with your head down like that, as soon as you look up, you'll pop it up. Psychological thing, helps you get up, okay? So, that's another little tip for you. Tend to, while I'm doing my warm-ups, tend to try and understand what I'm feeling, how I'm enjoying the movement, mostly as well, how it's feeling. Is there anything hurting? Are my knees hurting? Are my joints hurting? The elbows hurting? All these kind of things are telltale signs how your session's going to be, okay? So one of the things that I've had quite a lot in the past is elbow pain, okay? It's a killer. It hurts. You can't perform, your benchings affect everything, there's a knock-on effect for it, okay? So that's where we're at. So we'll get set back up again. Again, to your preferred setup. What I do like to do as well, I forgot to mention, there's a mirror right back there. I use the mirror so I can adjust where my hand placement is. Okay. Again, shouldn't feel heavy at all. The weight should never ever feel heavy for you. It shouldn't be a killer to get up or anything like that, okay? It should be a nice fluid movement that allows you, sorry about that, that was an absolute mess. Yeah, nice fluid movement, something that you can maintain and go through, okay? I find that performing like this makes just about any way I train very, very simple, okay? It's a methodical way of doing it. I'm able to manage my fatigue because I don't go for time or anything like that. I go for how I'm feeling. My legs feeling a little bit heavy now for the warm-ups, as they should. Right, now into bigger weights now. Up to 120. Again, we've got 3 on this, and we'll just move through it and see how we feel. Maybe go for a couple singles on this, move up to 130, a couple singles, move up to 140, then do a few sets on 140. Call it that. I've got a PB of 160 on my squats, which I'm quite happy with. For where I am at the moment, that'll be getting pushed. Probably, where are we now? About 8 weeks time, we'll be pushing it and touching maybe 165 or maybe even a 170, depending on how we feel on it. Okay, or we might go for a double on the 160 to again judge, gauge, see where we are. So, again, it is also warm-up weights, so it's not, we're not here to kill ourselves, we just gauge it with this, okay? That's what, that shouldn't have happened. And that's why sometimes you can squat too close to the wall. Yeah. Right. 120 was good. For 130. Do a single on 130. See how we find it, how we perform, that kind of stuff, okay? As always, everything that I'm doing throughout this, it's got an end goal in it, okay? Not necessarily worried about training for size or anything at the moment, because with my scales, I'm currently 110 kilos anyway, which 110 kilos for a lot of people, they're absolutely jacked. I'm not lucky like that, okay? Yes, I look bigger in person than I am, but it is what it is, okay? So, got 130. We'll touch this for a single, find out how we feel, find out if we need knee sleeves on, okay? And we'll go from there again. Again, move further away from that wall, because guess what happens? Made a boo-boo. Not the first time I've done that, it's probably not going to be the last. Okay, so, still have a nice strong lift off. Oh good, move well. I'd say that all my movements throughout the evening have felt pretty damn good. It's probably going to require knee sleeves to ensure I perform right, which is what it is. Obviously, training for longevity, we're not just training for PBs. So, chuck on the knee sleeves, to take me a bit of time, but that's for all through stuff. Dearie me. So while I'm getting these on, we'll just talk through what the benefits are of some knee sleeves, okay? So, one of the perks of using knee sleeves are, despite what people say, they help you lift more weight, okay? They are not, if you can use them in competition, okay? They are not anything other than a tool to help support you lifting them heavier weights, okay? They're not gonna magically make you any stronger. But what they will do is support your knees, so thick knees are in a more stable, strong place. I also use lifting shoes when I'm squatting. These ones called Fast Lifts, and they are made by Innovate. Okay. They're about, what we're saying, probably 7 years old now. I got I haven't been older than that. I got them when I was probably back in my army days, maybe 2014. So what we have now, yeah, 8 years, not 7, 8 years old now. What they will be. Fantastic bit, yeah. They help. So imagine that's your ankle normally, and that's your shin. Okay. What these do, they allow you to imagine that's your ankle, the shin. Normal squat shoes. They make you step like these. Push you right forward, so your quads under more tension as you go. It's a great bit of kit. Okay. So that with the combination of knee sleeves, discussed in session. So we're going to do a single on this, see how we feel, and we will then go from there. If the single feels alright, we'll do a double. If the double feels alright, we'll go for a triple. It's relevant to what we're lifting, okay? The triple on the 140 felt okay, so we'll do this same set for probably 3 more on 140. See how the final set goes. We might do 4 sets, 3 reps on the first 3, and the final one might just go for a single, push it past. So cheers guys, have a great evening, happy new year.